All right, y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm King Tyson. Don't forget to like and subscribe like I always tell y'all to do in the beginning or the end of my videos. Check it out. Before we start, write me at kingtyson713@yahoo.com. I will not keep y'all waiting long. If you want my advice about something, you want my opinion about something, you got an idea for the next video, or you got a business venture, write me. kingtyson713@yahoo.com. Also, y'all, I got a lot of videos. Click on the video tab section on my channel and scroll down. If you see a video that interests you, then watch it. It don't take long, y'all. I don't make videos long on purpose. Each video is between 5 to 10 to 15 minutes long. I got a few that's 20 minutes, very few that's 20 minutes. I probably got a handful of videos that's over 20 minutes. I try to keep it my videos short because everybody's attention span is short. You know, mine's included. We got short attention spans. So why'd I make something long? I try to get in and get out. That's how I do my videos. So look, y'all, let's get on with the video. So this is part 2 of, and I decided to make a part 2 because there was more argument with the Draya Michele. If you didn't watch my first video, I made a first video about Draya Michele that was from Basketball Housewives. She's 39 years old, and she's ended up her and Jalen Green from the Houston Rockets. They end up having a baby. Well, she's pregnant right now. She's 39, and Jalen Green, I believe, is 22 years old. So there was all type of backlash and people saying against her, saying she's wrong, she's trying to trap him, and all of this stuff there. They even got to say predatory behavior. Now, my thing is this, y'all. Predatory behavior, that's a little bit extreme, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Predatory behavior is a little bit extreme for that situation. Then also, I've heard the rebuttal side is I've heard people start bringing up Drake because they say Drake is, everybody knows who Drake is. They say Drake is talking to Lotto's sister that's 21 years old and Drake is 37 years old. So it kind of, and they saying like, why nobody's saying this? It's almost as like, is it a double standard with men dating younger women versus when women date younger men? Is there a double standard? It seems to be that way. Because nobody never brought it up. Nobody really questions when an older guy dates a younger woman. They never really question it like that. And then if an older woman dates a younger guy, it's almost like, yo, she need to leave him alone. Let him live his life. she holding him back. It's like a double standard. People really don't say that too much with older men dating younger women. I think it's because in society, we understand that women, for the most part, women are needing of a financial support system, you know, and you being with a man, whether he's older or he's rich or just a regular man, regular 9-to-5 guy, either way, and I don't have to be a celebrity. Either way, a woman being with a man, that is financial support that you're receiving as a woman, that you're going to be protected because you with this man. You have a man that's with you that is going to protect you. You have a man that you can lean on for financial, anything financial goes wrong. You got that man, you got that man to lean on. Your words should be, you know, very minimal when it comes to financial things, right? So this is why, and I guess this is the reason why they really don't raise a flag on older men dating younger women. Now, let me say this. We got to talk about the age groups, the age range for a second. Now, Jalen Green is 22 years old. He's a young man. Has he lived life yet? No, he got plenty of life to live. God say the same. You know, could he have dated a woman his age, young lady his age? Yeah, he could have. Could he have got her pregnant? Yeah, he could have. But he wanted to talk to Draya. Like I said, Draya Michele is a very beautiful woman. Even though she's 39 years old, she's older. But at the same time, Draya Michele is very much in shape. Draya Michele very much still look like she's in her 20s. So I believe that if Draya Michele did not look like the way Draya Michele looks like, I don't believe Jalen Green would even gotten a relationship with her. I don't believe he would have, I just don't see it. Just because of the status of a man he is, as far as, being in the NFL. I'm sorry, NFL. Being a basketball, being in the NBA. She wouldn't have stood a chance. This is why I tell my ladies, it's not over with because you older woman. This is why a lot of times older women are getting out of here. I'm not saying they compete with these younger women to get an athlete, but I'm saying they in there running to increase their, it's like if you older woman, you want to increase your options to, well, okay, listen, let me get myself right. Let me make sure I'm together physically, well, I can be in a running with some of these other women. And that's the thing that women are not, some of these women who critiquing Draya Michele are not looking at. Then they try to say, oh, well, all she date is athletes. And hey, what's she gonna do? Is she gonna go from an athlete to a regular guy? Like, I'm a regular guy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing wrong with being a regular guy, but some people are just, some people are meant to be stars, meant to be famous, meant to be rich. Some people meant to be just average. And the problem is, there's nothing wrong with being average. You can always exceed above average. But you might not make it to that level that they're on, simply because that's the way of design. But what I'm saying is this. When it comes to a woman, you got to always make sure, and I always tell my ladies, always make sure you keep yourself up. Always. You gotta do that, ladies. Men are visual creatures. You always have to put your best on. You just never know. You could go to the store, you could go to the gas station, wherever you go. You could go to church, you could go wherever, and you might run into Mr. Right. You don't know, but you gotta give him something to look at. And some women are just naturally gorgeous, naturally beautiful. They don't have to put anything on. They just go somewhere, and then a man's gonna talk to them. Some ladies gonna need a little help, just like us guys. Some guys are just the player type. We could just come into a situation and don't really gotta work as much. That's life. Some men gotta know for sure they gotta get money to get a certain type of woman. That is life. Life is not fair, but that's the truth. And this is the reason why when men get money, men know that, hey, if I got money, I can damn near get to any type of woman I want to, if she's allowing, even because you got some women just because, and fellas, I want fellas to understand this while I'm on this subject. Just because you got money don't mean every woman's gonna go. Some women don't be moved just based off money, because a lot of these days women got their own money. That's for one thing. Secondly, a woman could not just be into you and just ain't finna deal with you. But then you got some women that be into the money, get with you just because, get as much financial perks as she can, and then she bounce. Or she stick around long as she can until it runs out. So I just want to say that a little bit. Now, when it comes to Drake situation, nobody questions that. Nobody questions men when men date young women, and we talking about the age range, because long as it's above legal age, long as, let's just say minimum 21 years old. You're an older guy, let's say minimum 21. But at the same time, one positive thing about when you're an older person and you talking to a younger person, it brings new life into you. You're gonna feel, I ain't gonna say you're gonna feel younger, But if you ever see somebody date a younger person, a much younger person, you could tell that that younger person rolled off on them. They ain't gonna be just, they ain't gonna be just, it is gonna be a youthfulness to them. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be something, because you want to try to, even though you're older, you want to try to fit in as much as possible with the younger person you with. You know what I'm saying? Because let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it real. When you're an older person dating a younger person, I don't care who you is, how fine you think you look or whatever, you still gonna feel some type of, a little bit like, damn, you know, this person could be with somebody they age, or they could cheat on somebody they age. You know what I'm saying? Usually, for example, right? Usually if someone's older and they date a younger person, and I'm not saying this always happens, I'm just using this for example. If the younger person cheats on the older person, 9 times out of 10, that younger person cheats on that older person with a younger person they age. Just keeping it real. Keeping it real. You rarely see a person cheating on the older person that they with another older person. It normally don't happen like that. They normally cheat with a younger person at their own age. And that's a complex that the older person feels when you dated somebody young. That's always something that you got to keep in the back of your mind. No matter how debonair you are, you know, fellas, no matter how fine you are, ladies, you got that in the back of your mind that I'm dating this younger person, but it's always an opportunity where, what did this younger person, you know, get with somebody their own age? This is the reason why that, this is the reason why everybody should have an understanding of, when you stepping into that realm of older and younger, you know what you up against. And that's one thing that you are up against. Now, let me say this. Some people like older people because of the wisdom, the knowledge that they possess, being on this earth, that they can provide for them. You know what I'm saying? The discipline. You know what I'm saying? A much older person is a lot more calm, should be a lot more calm, because you don't live life long. You're not on no toxic stuff. You should be past that toxic phase in your life. All of being very argumentative, immature. You should be past that when you get to a certain age in life. And if you still on that, you need to reevaluate yourself. The older we get, the more calmer we should be. You know, we just thank God that we make it another year. But everything should be a lot more less, you gotta make stuff less stressful, because life is already hard. So you gotta kind of, you get older, you just learn to go with the flow. And that's the thing that a younger person like being with an older person, and also that an older person can guide them. Now the thing with going back to this topic with Draya and Jalen Green is that I feel like Jalen Green wasn't trapped. I know brothers go, man, you, some sisters go say, Tyson King, you don't know what you're talking about. Like she's on the predatory. She knew what she was doing and this and that. Listen, man, that man 21 years old. You don't think, he's 22, but at the time he was 21 when he was dating her. You don't think that man knew what he was doing when he got in a relationship with her? You don't think he knew what he was doing? You don't think he got teammates, he got parents, he got family members? You don't think they were telling him, say, man, listen, bro, like, it's okay to have fun, but like, don't get yourself caught up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think people told him? But for whatever reason, he decided to do what he wanted to do and continue to be with her. She ended up getting pregnant. That's the chance. That's always the chance when you date somebody. Without marriage, whatever, you gonna keep sleeping with them, and let's just be grown. When you start dating somebody, you sleep with them once or twice, 3 times with a condom. After about that 4th or 5th time, you ain't buying no condoms no more. So let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. We all grown folks. You know what I'm saying? You start having sex with somebody more than 3-4 times after that, you ain't finna use no condoms no more. Straight up, let's keep it real. And that's another thing I want to talk to my brothers and my sisters about. We gotta start being in our community. We gotta start being more careful, more cautious. I know everybody want to feel it raw, but a lot of stuff come with going in raw. The worst thing is diseases, because hey, you can't trust any and everybody, because everybody out doing this and doing that, you know. And then you got the situation of somebody getting pregnant. That's always an option out there. So in our community, we gotta practice that. Now, did Dre hit the jackpot? Maybe so. She gonna be taken care of because she got that baby. Even if her and Jalen Green don't make it, that's the child support check for the next 18 years. And you got some women who get with athletes. That's why they call groupies. Now, I'm not calling Draya a groupie at all. I'm just saying you got women who are like that. And that's the thing that is hard when you're an athlete. I'm sure I've heard other celebrities talk about this. When you're a celebrity or athlete or rapper or whatever, it's hard to date women because you don't know if she's there really for you or she's there for the clout and, you know, the financial side of the game, because they know you got money, so they want to be getting spoiled. So they don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I've heard several men say this. They don't know. And the same thing with the celebrity women. You don't know who, because you got some guys they male groupies too. You just don't know. In this world today, it's hard to tell, especially if you're a celebrity, it's hard to tell who is who. Hell, it's hard to tell who's who for you in the regular world, regular dating world. So you know it's even more difficult in their world. That's why a lot of them date each other, because they all in the industry and they date each other. Versus going out of the industry, because you don't know who's who, you know, who's right and who's not a lot of the times. But yeah, I don't think it's predatory behavior at all on Draya's part. They try to make it seem like Draya was stalking his boy when he was in high school and knew she was gonna meet him and get with him, and nah, man, I don't believe none of that stuff, man. I don't think it's a predatory behavior. You do have. Let me tell y'all what predatory behavior is. Let me tell y'all. This is predatory behavior. I'm gonna give y'all an example, and maybe my ladies can relate, can understand where I'm coming from. You got a friend, a female friend of yours that y'all grew up together. Y'all was little kids. Y'all grew up together, and they got an uncle or older cousin, older brother, whatever, that they was older than y'all. So they seen y'all could have been 9 and 10, 11 and 12. They was probably 22, 23, 24 years old. Or could have been, let me say this, they could have been 30 years old and you was 10, 11 years old. They watch you grow up as a little kid and you get older. And then they trying to talk to you. You ain't trying to talk to them because you look at them like family. You like, yo, you see me as raised up as a little girl, and they looking at you trying to come at you a certain way. That's predatory behavior. So people be just throwing these words around, these terms around, and not using it, not understand what they're using. Predatory behavior, if you stalking somebody from a young age, you looking at somebody from a younger person, and you trying to underage person, let me say that, an underage child, and you trying to take advantage of them. That's predatory behavior. Or you know what I mean? You plotting on that's predatory behavior. These are two grown people. One that just happened to be older, and the other person just happened to be younger, and at 21 years old at the time that they started dating. That's not. Y'all gotta understand. Our grandpas and grandmothers, do y'all know back in the days, if younger people, y'all got great grandmothers and grandfathers. We got my age group. We still got grandmothers and grandfathers. Y'all, they was getting married at 17 and 18 years old. You know, having full families at 18 years old. If you talk to some of your grandparents, or your great grandparents, they would tell you 16 years old, they was out the house already with a man. A lot of them were 15 to 16 years old. Already married and everything. And I'm not saying that's acceptable. I'm just saying that I'm telling y'all about the time period back then. You know, that was life back then. You know, you was a lot growner at a younger age than you is now. So, and I'm not saying that's acceptable at all. I'm just giving y'all a little history. And that was, a lot of that stuff was just, it's too young for that back then. This with Draya, Michele, and Jalen Green, that's not predatory behavior. I don't feel like I said, I don't feel like he was trapped. I mean, at the same time, and I don't know if he came out and said he's happy about the. I'm sure he is. I'm sure he did. He's happy about the child. If he's not, brother, that's your mistake, brothers. You got to understand. Whenever, like I told you, whenever you're dealing with a woman and you're in a relationship, we already know we all grown. We ain't, fellas, you know we grown. Ladies, you know we grown. 4th, 5th time, you ain't using no more condoms. So somebody got to be careful. And fellas, I got to give y'all this old school talk. If a woman say she on the pill, always need to protect yourself still. You know what I'm saying? Women say they on the pill, birth control, they got the shots. They got the shot on the arm, the patch. Not the patch, y'all, but you know what I'm talking about. Ladies, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all got the birth control on the arm. You know, y'all don't know, like women just, fellas, women, just like we human, like men, we human, we try to be, you know, women are human as well. You know, and women forget to take the birth control pills. You know, women don't all, and then you got women who, shit, they want to get pregnant. So you gotta, you know, they see this guy like, oh, he got everything together. Shit, I'm gonna get a baby out of him and be straight with him. You know what I'm saying? You got women do, not saying all women do that, but women do think like that. So fellas, this is what I'm saying. So was he trapped? I don't think he was trapped, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be careful. As a man, you got to be careful. Ladies, you have to be careful. Real talk. You got to be careful. Because, you know, even if you're not in a relationship with a man, you just having fun. And one thing about men, if we ain't got no boundaries set, shit, we going to be trying to sleep with every other one we can. If we ain't in no relationship, we'll sleep with this woman on Friday, sleep with another woman Saturday, and another woman on Sunday. A single man will keep on, especially if it was a brother got himself together, brother that can be well chose, that brother got a roster. You know? So, ladies, you understand that. So that's why I say, ladies, you got to be careful as well. Straight up. But, that's what I wanted to say, y'all. That was my part 2 of the first video I made. I just wanted to reiterate some things because I've heard some new things when they brought up the term predatory behavior, and it's like, and then people's bringing up, well, man, why nobody said nothing about Drake? Yeah, it's a double standard. It is a double standard for men, older men dating younger women versus older women dating younger men. It is a double standard. You know, for older women dating a younger man, people are quick to say, what she doing with that young, she need to let him live. It was like, you know, just like it's acceptable for men to be with a lot of women. It's like it's acceptable. By men, you acceptable, you pat it on your back for, man, he a player. He get around. And women, even though some women be like, oh, I ain't trying to, but sometimes women say, what is this about him that he getting all these women? So that could be a turn on. Ladies, when a woman who sleeps around a lot, it's not a turn on to men, and it's damn sure a turn on to other women. You just look like a 304 with other women, and you look like a 304 with men. Now you'll get a man that still sleep with you and move around. He ain't finna be in a relationship with you. So things like that is double standards when it comes to having multiple partners. It's a double standard. With a woman having multiple partners, it's not acceptable as it is if men have multiple women he deal with. So it's life. We do got double standards. It's just, it is what it is. But y'all tell me what y'all think. Am I right? Am I wrong? Let me know in the comments. I'm King Tyson. Peace and blessings. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I'm out.